Good morning, everyone. Hope everybody's ready to travel. So, understand planets is basically understanding you. And for you to understand anything is to understand the memory of its avatar. And what's the point of going to a planet if you can't remember? So, it's important you understand these things, why it's so important the avatar has to reach the signals to its location, to its connections. Planetary division locations all level of vibration. You have to reach a certain vibration to its connections. We're going to go to Sirius A in Highline Center. We're going to go through the plasma stream communications like a frost bridge. We're going to cross that same location to its connections. It's kind of like an escalator. And in position locations, we're going to go into a levels of the Lyrians. In high position locations, you guys get more connection levels of awareness into spidey sense. The tingles and that like connection interference. You've seen Spider-Man get a true understanding where you see things before they happen. High signal locational levels of laser direction. Signal interference line position 2 calculations. I receptor line channels interference locations. Receptor and interference line position locations. Your job is to really get into your avatar of understanding what it is. Right? Through calculation. It's amazing how you get into modified connections all levels. But you guys are going to your planetary surface, planetary line centers. You're going to see genders, males, females, and children on planet locations. Sirius A and position locations of the Lyrians. All right, 5-10 minutes, we'll get started. So, vibrations are very important to the planetary system. You identify your online centers. It's all position, location, and calculations. Identify, 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 identify. It comes into the same location law levels of light language. True standard synchrony interference, position location program setting, reposition locations and levels of its avatar, synchronizing location to its conditions. Everything in life is synchronicities. Now that comes into point locations of numbers. Oh, I saw that number not too long ago. Magnetic field, magnetic charge, laser direction locations. You become more universally aware of everything. Modify signal location and chakras. So, planetary system setup, frostbit setup, escalator setup. This is location. Got a fluctuation line conditions, flux capacity location to its conditions. Every planet has a teleportation. You have to learn how to go through sequence locations of time frame, time calculations, or anything in that system. It's a teleportation vehicle, which is amazing because the planet line center is all levels of position locations. But this is what's so fascinating is every cell in your body is a planet. It's never in one location because you change your thoughts every day. Ooh-ah. 7 days a week, the location to its connections. As long as you understand the heartline center is everything through operation, and the mind is everything through its imagination of creation. This is how you calculate and modify all levels of you through position locations. All right. Setting up signals, interference line, position location, and calculations. All right. So understanding travel, representative time center. I'm going to give everybody a little bit more time because everybody has to come in. In calculation, you get a 24 sequence. Now that's 24 timeline center in positional clocking, location of its conditions times pi. You have to understand what is pi mean to you. Well, it's the distance between where you go and where you put yourself in position, location to location. That's true understanding that pi is reference of you, time sequence, time codes. Maybe it takes you 15 minutes in a car, it'll take you an hour to get there by walking. So that's all levels of times pi. Okay. In reference, you have to send calculations. Now you can change position locations of the sun and everything to 6 and anything to 9. It doesn't matter through his equation as long as you stay in the center operation, everything. Right. It's really blending into all levels of what the space and time looks like through you through track system locations. So we already set this up live on TikTok. 24 sequence locations, right? Here's 3, here's 3, here's 9. Okay, in position locations, right? To the conditions, right? The 6 is at the top, right? So 3, 6, and 9 doesn't have to be in position, but this is times pi, right? So this understanding that this is 3 line centers of the sun. in position locations, which is south. Right, this is all about traveling. There's the, okay, it's south, right? And all positions of 3 is in the west, right? So I get the west line centers. Okay, so that's southwest. See how that works out? Southwest is position locations of 3, and position locations all behind system in calculation, right? So you really have to understand how to use your north, how to use your west, how to use your east, and use your south locations, right? It's all position location when you come into fluctuation line conditions, all levels of east and west, where it comes into a flux capacitor. Now, high channels, its position locations when you go into higher level systems to its diamond core, all right? And then when that diamond core goes into higher level system of atmosphere change to its position, right? Across that signal locations, you're in a higher level of position. Coming out of the atmosphere, coming into the hemisphere, coming into the stratosphere, coming into the bioatmosphere, coming into the Brownian atmosphere. Very powerful when you go to these high line centers. But it's incredible force how you go through a 24 line center, 24 clocking system, or 24 light line system locations. But the flux capacitor always stays in the center of operation, which is you. This is you. Never, never leaves. Center position location, you're always in the center. Okay? Always in the center, right? If the clock stays in the center, okay? You're always in the center, okay? You're always in the center, okay? It doesn't matter where you go. You're always in the center, okay? So it's incredible when you change high line center, you come into dimensional interference, right? And then you can travel through it to position, right? So security line defense, that protects you through the tunnel interference line position locations. 2 pair line centers of interference, one here and one here. You have a tunnel line center position location in high positions. Going through the highest locations, right? Set up the operation. There you are, right? Travel through. There you go. Done through equation. See? So I'm just showing you how powerful it is where you don't need to have 369 already. It's already stored in the capacity line center. It's all position locations, all calculational levels of its mind. So how's everybody doing so far? All right, so let's just go into see how everybody's doing. Jill, Nikki, Sharon, Chris, Sam, Melinda. All right, so when you guys are there, we're going to 2 planet locations. We're going to go to Sirius A, all right? You're going to see the intelligence Sirius A. You know, you respect them, they respect you, they know you're coming. You have to be invited. You know, that's what you're understanding. So to understand that, you have to understand the calculation, the vibrations, and while you're there, knowing that you're never really alone in space. But when you see foundation locations and know exactly what's real, you stop questioning everything inside. You realize, oh, everything does come from inside, because that's how we travel. Okay, that's the only way you can travel is from inside, but it's got to come from the heart, right? So you're going to glide through the high-line center interference location, okay, to an escalator, high position locations of plasma streams. So it's kind of like a ripcord, it's like a zip line, right? There's a zip line, and you just go across, and you just you're gliding across, right? We're going to go to Series A, platitude divisions, right? Walk in, right? Calculate, modify, get to know the intelligent alliances, rotations, right? You guys will be given a gift, right? And then we're going to get back on the escalator, right? And then we're going to go to the Lyrians, all right? So it's amazing how things set up in the equation, interference, location, of travel works on time. I just wanted to show you that all you have to understand is all levels of you through the sun. The sun is through you through light, and the moon is you through program. So like you said, you understand your position location is avatar. You put the sun at its light and its pixels and its activation, its hologram structures, and gets into all levels of you through simulation. And you get the moon program line center to all vector core line center, quadrant line center location to its modem. You put that together, you got a T reception. right? Transmitting, receiving information system, right? So it's just changing dials to its energy line center, changing time frame locations, changing your film strip location to its connections. But it's amazing how you travel through all positions of 24 sequence locations, right? All right, so it's all set up. Everything through the observer line center location is going to go through plateau and interference. You're all going to see the same intelligent locations. You're all going to see each other in the current line center, which is its now. Okay. So I change your plasma lights, I change your DNA platforms. Everything of the rebellion and the GFL are already aware of these things through travel because they're already connected. So they're already traveling. For the new viewers with the GFAs, they're just getting information to its calculations. But to see the intelligence in the current location, you have to change the vibrations. Right? That's the only way. That's the only way you can see anything through in high center. It's a full operation cycle to rotation positions when the avatar truly understands every planet that is given to him or her is calculated and modified through your memory. Okay. All right. So code say location at all levels. Set up the plasma line center locations, everything in the GFAs and everything calculations, and the new viewers, high position locations, GFLs, and everything through all the rebellion. Set them on the course line center position locations calculations. Wind factors coming in track center, in position location to its calculation. High rotation centers in position. All right. So you guys are here, right here in position. Okay. Okay. So your all position locations here, right? That's you right here, right? Squiggly lines. All right. So it's all set up. Code signal is in position location. I already set it up through frame center. All right. So in position location. Now, he's already saying this is conditioned as Sirius A. Okay. And this is Lyrian. All right. Lyrian planet, Sirian. This is the frost bridge. This is the escalator. Now we have to go through a plasma line center. See the flux capacitor? You have to open up a port line center time capacitor. Now we're going to spin line center, we're going to spin in interference line position, and we're going to go right through Sirius A, and then we're going to channel through all levels of Lyrian in position. See how the triangle set up position location? Everything is traveled through geometry line center. Your body is nothing but crystal activation. So you have to really understand how to travel through these things, the calculations. All right? So navigate signal line centers, GFAs, and everything to communication line center. Set the vibration line interference, bring in program assigned position location to calculations. Set the GFLs and code signal locations. Set the rebellion and high line center in positions of Sirius A, high line center and calculations. High force line center, frost bridge location. Signal line interference line position location and calculations. All right. Now it's in position. Plasma line center is opening up portal location to its connections. All right. I'm going to travel through. Here we go. High level system rotation. From here to here. Travel right through. All right. 20 minutes. Have fun on Sirius A. All right. Really understand the calculations of what you're seeing through all levels. All right, John, how's it going? Michelle, Steph, Fawn, Tutu, Sandy, Amber, Belle, Ingrid, Belle, Brandu, Frontier, Laura, Chris, Aaron. It's great to see new people coming in. Right, Airbender, Alicia, Rose. How's it going? So how are we all doing? First time here. Okay. All right. If you're first, just try to get comfortable. Try to understand you're traveling very, very fast. You never know what you're going to expect when you come on the General's channel. Okay. The fact that we're traveling to the levels of Sirius A to the Lyrians, all through a portal that's set up through an escalator of a plasma stream of a frost bridge. All right. So we go from here and then we're going to go here and then it's all connected. See how it all connects? See how it all connects? That's how you connect, right? So your geometry line center has to be set up at a certain location, a certain vibration. That's how you calculate the levels when you come into those track centers to its intelligent location to its planets. So Sirius A, yeah, and Lyra, yeah. Thank you, Jill. Make sure you have any questions or comments afterwards because I go on TikTok. You have any questions, let me know. It's very important you stay in your center of you, especially when you're traveling. Get into your structures, drink your water. All right. All right. So, where are we here? Yep. Whoa, broad deck. Okay, now we're connecting. We're at Sirius A right now. Okay, pretty rainbow portal. Yep. All right. I love going home. Yeah. Amber's been there before. So, San Antonio, fantastic. Great bell. That's excellent. Right into Sirius A. Beautiful, tall, pale blue beings waiting for us on the other side of the portal. Yes, exactly. On the other side of the portal. Right? So, to go through here is a plaza. Right? It's all connected to the water line, center, grounds, and everything. You have to learn how to travel through. Right? It's all connected to you through the grounds. Right? The powers and the atmosphere location to its connections. You can travel through any position locations, but you have to understand time capacitor. Okay. If you really want to understand that, try to understand the video that I set up for Space Discoveries on season 1, where I talk about episode 4, time zones, where you have to go through time capacitor and understand the plasma. You have water inside you, you're traveling through position locations, how you set up a portal to a dimension, to a wormhole to get to a planet. So it's very powerful. But you need the conditions and flux capacitor. It has to reach your signals to position locations through its vibration system. So very powerful when you connect to these locations. All right, let's see. Traveling across Rainbow Bridge, toning taking me into higher frequencies. Mike is here. We're just not on the phone. He's listening and participating. That's fine. Feel like a little kid going home after a long trip. Fast, fast, fast. Rainbow Candy Bridge. Yeah, that's exactly right. So it's kind of like Thor and Asgard. All right. All right. So I'm here. Hey Trey, how you doing? Division latitude reached. Seen lots of shapes. Zip line was cool. Crawling through Rainbow Tunnel. Rainbow Edge. Yes, they're giving me a book, device, and a crystal necklace. All right. So you guys are giving gifts on Sirius A. You have to know what they are, how to use it, because it's all connected to you through map sequence. All right. All right. So if Jill's given a book, device, and a crystal necklace, what is it used for? Why is it given to you? It's for a reason, for you to remember. Right. Okay, confirmed division. What a day. Yes, beautiful day. Ellen, how you doing? So peaceful. Yes, it is. Feet are off the ground. Music is soothing. Walking through a starry tunnel. Such good energy. Yeah. Yeah. So the thing is, it gets more real because you guys are in the current location right now. You've seen the frost bridge. You're actually seeing the plasma string. You look down and you can actually see it. You can actually see it because you know you're there in the current location, not the past, not the future, the now, which is more powerful. So it's just changing your body to a certain line of vibration and putting you into that position location to its planet, right? But you have to understand the geometries of you guys. That's the only way you can travel through anything through an equation, right? Scanning before letting me through, seeing several hugs. Yeah, if they're not familiar with you through high commissions, they will scan you. Everybody's scanning position locations, energy wash, right? We can't have any debris. We can't have any bacteria or anything connections. It's all cleansing all levels of the immune system location to this condition. Several is hugging loved ones. See, there's a line of them waiting to hug. Yeah. Sobbing, reunion. Yes. Okay. Now getting a crown, a crystal staff. Woohoo. Totally glammed up. Yeah. Love them so much. Yes. I hope you're like a selection of music frequency today. Heart expansion. Yeah. So much love here. There I've been waiting. Yes, I have. Oh my God, my heart feels so much love. It's exactly what it is. They give me the same. Know exactly what you're getting through gifts because it will be identified later. I was given a pyramid. It was a symbol all over the outside. I'm here and it's for channeling like language. There you go. You can access locations. Heart-shaped box full of codes, beautiful heart frequencies. They fly out of the lid now. Okay, new cloaking cape device, woohoo. So when you guys are given these gifts, you have to really channel your line, hence this location, because now you're connected to Sirius A in that position. So the more you position location your planets, understand your calculations to its intelligence, why you're given these in the first place. It's for you to enter your soul memories, because your whole body is nothing but a mirror of a map through AI equation. It's really powerful when you put these things all together through sequence. So download for the mapping system here. So many gifts. I see you, Ember. Beautiful robe. Awesome, Veronica. I'm bursting into light. Yeah. Cloaking sonar panels being greeted by the beings. Feel good. I saw some turtles of light. Also key. Someone in particular's heart. Interesting. All right. They stopped me, scanning me. Yeah. That's what it is, Frontier. Your calculations, they scan you just to make sure, modifies you through line conditions, who you are, and its importance to identification. Large crystal keys is being placed in my energy, later use. The book is like a history, charter, and also display of the grid network and family trees of the people. They are super curious, asking why I waited so long to come back. Very cool. Grab the key. It's now yours. Oh, good. So what do you do with that key? In position location, Rose, you have to open up your online center. You have to get into trust factor memory through the avatar assist location, especially your new, right? Change interference line position, receptor interference location, news conditions. Traverse on time center, uprise the vibration line position of Rose. Preston communication, get her to see what she needs to see through position of Sirius A. There you go. Done. Now you're going to start seeing, right? It's all about understanding how the synchronicity interference location to its avatar and how it needs to understand its position to its memory location. All right. So it just speeds up the process, and that's all. I'm drinking a lot of water because I'm traveling very fast. Remember, I'm holding up your energy line centers, heat signature location to its conditions. The more you stay up in space, the more it changes line conditions to its ground and perception. So I got to hold those fields: magnetic line centers, magnetic field position locations, and ground interference line position location, the growth themes. All right. Wonder our new devices work together. Yeah. Okay. There's so much emotion from this group. Yes, there is. The pyramid has a grid. It seems like my compass map. Let's see. The thing is, too, Sammy, is that you have the Trinity stand. Everywhere you go, you're going to have your position locations. So it's putting the pieces and puzzles to your compass together, all in one frequency. So this blue silk jacket is beautiful. After being greeted, done my energy wash. I got scanned. They say great frequency. Excellent. Whoa, there's so much love. Yes, there is. Here's my key. We used to unlock more dimensional codes. What's going on with Chris? Nice. Remembering my life and Sirius Mermaid. There you go. So you guys are remembering more. Frame opens up position locations, filters. Basically, a more release, the more you understand through travel. Excellent. Guiding me to the center, being shown a headpiece. Just went and checked all the history. New history is updating. All the children in the schools, so much giggling, laughter. We're all playing a game. Excellent. Your own heart, Ryan. The key is the heart to the back. I feel so happy inside. You should. That's your understanding. So we all want to feel that way. I'm looking at once, no understanding. Do I know this being? And you wonder why I'm swaying back and forth. Teleportation, highline center location to its conditions. So just traveling very fast. When it's pulling my hand, telling me to stop being shy and telling me it's safe here. I've been giving flowers with yellow dandelions in a pink crystal valley with the sunset. Excellent, Brandy. So I have to know exactly what to do with that. All right. You guys have to get into your own pieces and puzzles and put it all together. All right. little late, but here ground's coming in. Okay, Corporal. Keep kneeling his walk through. See, the more you connect, the more you can travel, know exactly where you're going. And this is about you being prepared. Are you going through the 24-hour? Are you going through the 48 or 72, the 144? Right? This is all done through clocking. If you want to understand more, you can connect with the rebellion afterwards. Class. Okay, not during. Thank you. All right. You're making so much noise. Oh, thank you. Okay. Being told one of my other lives are amazing. Oh, that's great. Awesome. Yeah. Being compromised, that connection locations is amazing. Confirmation, that connections, knowing that, wow, this is great. Thank you. Knowing that they're watching you. You get a confirmation from a higher force line center or planet line center. That's awesome. That's amazing. You guys are doing tremendous work. Knowing that they're always, always watching, just as you're watching them. So, seating us on the thrones in a giant hall with thousands gathered to celebrate. Excellent. Goes are for truth, clarity, upgrading. Also, vanishing, delusional, back to heart for the non. Whoa, okay, it's all hands. Getting that conditional location humanity. Such a long walk it was. We are skipping and showing them in the game I played as a kid, their mother. This is amazing too, because the more you stay in space, the more you get remembering. And you really trust the factor and you say, whoa, this is powerful stuff. I'm remembering more and more in each day. So it's a feeding source that really understand what's going on through calculation of its avatar. Right? And this is how you connect to all system locations of its wind graph system. Your travels. Having group meditations, purple third eye, lots of cheering, under to no warning. Accuracy, interference, logis, location, and calculation. Mm-hmm. Yeah, reset line interference logis locations. That's a spectrum line center. Circle location to galaxy interference. Mm-hmm. Whisk it away in Highline Center where Terry is in calculation. All right. You won't have any more problem there, Terry. It's all gone. So I know how to basically dissipate anything calculation, take away anything through wind factors or anything position. So, all right. So in calculation modifications, new flags made up in blue and white. We all can put our own words and language in freedom. All interested in the calculation modification system, location to its conditions. Let's see here. Ultimately singing, beautiful tones, emitting heart spaces, feeling the warmth and the frequency in the bath. And that's what you want to feel good, knowing what's happening with you and saying, wow, this is really amazing. You're actually seeing all these things all in the current location to these conditions. So it's all position locations there, Terry. It's all done. Don't worry. It's just reaching factors in my voice grid line center, sacred breath. It's all good. All right. So to understand to go to another planet line center, we go through a fluctuation change. We go through coloration change. We go through vibration. We go through body change. This is eternity standing, right? So as we leave Sirius A, we go into another plasma line wall, and it goes into another time capacitor. Merges position locations all levels to its calculations. Again, we're going to travel to the position locations, all right, to the Lyrians, okay, the Lyrians, the connections, Lyria. It's all position location and calculations, all right? Now, you guys refer to those as cat people. That's what they are. They have their genders, have the males and the females, and they have children there. So we're going to travel position locations in 2 minutes on countdown system. All right. All right, so take signals, locations, and interference out. All right, so let's see. Light being sent to me, but I cannot see where it's coming from. But thank you. Brandy, the more you position locations, more at school, the more you stand through travel, the more you stand through the eyes, the more you stand your third eye. Your third eye is its realm of location, right? You have to learn how to use it all through GPS. right? Because it's a triangle that's here that just just comes out, right? And you're the center, which is you, your heart, and everything comes into one through an atom, and you just travel through, right? And you're basically, where are you going? You have a graph line screen. You can travel wherever you want. You're seeing what you want. You're hearing what you need to know. That's calculation right there when you travel all levels, right? Through your 3, 6, and 9 location, right? All right. Lots of pulsating purple lights. Okay. In calculations, Rebellion and the GFLs are already getting ready for the new viewers. Changing the ground line centers in position of space. Change the wind factor location of the galaxy line conditions. Change the new plasma line center. Time capacity and interference line position locations. Travel position locations all levels. Okay. Cross signal location to its connection. Plasma streams. Set them up in position locations in the GFAs, the GFLs, and the Rebellion. Here we go. In position locations to Lyra. There it is. Right there. See? There's Lyra. Right? Connecting with the Lyrians. See how I set up? See the UFO? See the sonar? See that? See how it's a UFO? Everything is a teleportation unit. You have to learn how to travel through locations. 20 minutes. Have fun on Lyra. All right. See the 12 gates portal open. Yeah. Well, you connected to the Lyrians now, so on Lyra. Very, very powerful planet. But I just want to show you how you set your geometry set locations, right? See that how that paused? See the UFO line center? See how it's set up to Lyra? You have to learn what you're doing. It's all through time capacitor, people. But it's all through your geometry location of travel. Geometries, operation to direction of where you're going, and any planetary solar sign or anything position location and calculations. Truly understand that position, right? All right. So you guys will get into a levels upgrades of your awareness and your spidey sense. That's exactly what it is. I change your hindline centers. I change your particles, your cells, and its locations. So in calculation modifications, you guys are now connected to levels of Lyrians. All right. Your DNA track has changed in position. Your particle line center, your vibration line conditions. You're all identified as Lyrians. Hoo-ah. It's amazing what you can do eating my granola. All right. Fluorine, welcome. Allocate time interference, get him into avatar position location in direction location imagination. So, Florian, you're going to go into the Orion's belts. Okay, this is a very high vibration line center. You're not ready through calculations, especially for new viewers. So, open up highline centers into the veils. Live in the veil, communication interference. Future location to its conditions. Get in position of Florian. Get him position location how he sees all levels of space position. All right. All right, there you go. Now your eyes are open. Going through all levels of the sun for the first time. Open up all levels of your dreams into visions. So yeah. You guys, if you want to start seeing, you have to change your vocabulary, your mindsets. Okay, we'll get more into that, but you really have to focus on what's going on, Val. Right? Or you're just seeing blind. So open line say knows the avatar locations, all levels of Val. Yeah. Yeah, no, just keep her in the imagination graph. Get her what she needs to see the information system location to its connections. All right, there you go, Val. You'll start seeing. Good one, Amber. Except this one's oats and chocolate. Hmm. Kelly. Okay. It's important you guys understand structures of you. All right. Try to use your drawing as youth and imagination. Try to get into your imagination. Try to pick up phrases and words and letters from your general. Okay. So you got to start somewhere, guys. All right. So connect line centers locations all levels of Kelly. Mm-hmm. Get her connection to high position. Change her fluctuation line condition information to visitor's location. Grab her line centers. Get into eye position locations of the third. Yeah. The third line center, 6 rotations of position location of the moon. Modem line center location 9. 9 location to the connections. Put her into the high line center of sun communications program location to its Orion's belt. All right. Year and sig location to its connections, Kelly. So some videos resonate more than others, but you have to really stand, especially for the new viewers. Try to get into your imagination because you have that. You're just not knowing how to use it. Knowing how to use it is everything through its formation, people. Okay? That's the biggest thing. As long as you stay in your heart center, you'll see everything. Because your computer, the heart, is nothing but a reactor. And it's reactor to its reaction. So your heart's reacting every single day. Right? It's time capacitor, time frequency, time codes, digital locks, digital framing, digital clocking. It's all position of you through its avatar. But you have to understand the balance of its imagination. And the way to do that is to keep going to school. Okay? Don't go to school, you don't connect. It's that simple, right? This gives you a better formation of what the avatar needs. It needs its time by itself, right? So, Dog Central here. Tree downloading in Frontier, Green Brother. Okay, let's see. They're putting their heads together as a sign of showing love rather than hugs. Yeah. They have different ingredients, different identifications. Let's practice when you ladies are ready, I believe, to remember. We have the pyramids and the staffs. The ceremony is around a large sacred tree. Interesting. You guys see different things to perception, but you're all there together. Crying inside a lot, though it's not surfacing just yet. Oh, they understand why you're crying there. You know, Airbender. Receiving my crown, staff, and a smaller crystal device. Interesting. How you guys keep picking these things up. It's awareness and your spidey senses. I see this in also very pure water past, the greenery, healing waters. The thing is, when you're on a planet, you have to really respect yourself more, especially when you're off the grounds, right? Where do you think your imagination comes from? Where does your imagination come from? How do you create imagination? It creates all levels of what? Where does energy come from? It's all position, location of space, time, continuum, all levels of thoughts. So it's the continuous force you have to understand through its diagram and its illustration. So if I draw something in the abstract line channel location, right? 3, 6, 9, right? Circle, that's me. Travel through. Set the security line defense into 12 signals. Travel through. It's imagination. I'm not just doodling in the atmosphere. I actually see what I need to see through graph. It comes out. So it's all about putting this back in order, taking that out, putting that in, setting this, setting that over there, putting that over there, bringing it across, bringing it up, putting it over that way, putting it up that way. You know, these are the true understanding where you come into position locations, right? You just, you know, it's all about understanding what you're seeing through calculations, right? And just open that up, put that across, throw that away, you know. It's incredible when you see these things, right? Yeah, you got to trust everything that's inside you and it will start to evolve, right? So the more and more and more you get into your imagination, the more and more you come into all those. How to use the energy, how to use the energy of its will, how to use the energy of its will, of its force, its creation, and its location, right? And now you got that, and now you work on, okay, let's work to the frequencies. You know, it's just like bringing up the frequencies, bringing down the frequencies, right? And that's true understanding where you can communicate with anybody through community line, center, location, and species line. It's incredible how you communicate that vibration. When I communicate to you guys, I don't communicate through you, through your physical line center. I communicate through your vibration of your body. That's how I get connection. So it's very powerful when you understand position locations, when you come into universal language, light language to that system, right? It helps you and always informs. Truly understand you are the formation of its avatar balance. But you have to send all calculations of yin and yang. And the only way to do that is not just to go to school, but it helps you to remember, right? So it's great that everybody's seeing a lot of things. Okay, so Ingrid's letting go. That's great. Excellent. So really get into your imagination. You know, the imagination is everything. Once you get in your energy and your thoughts, you get in your imagination, you get into creation, you send it out. You got manifestation right there. All right. So you can manifest anything. You can manifest anything. I just manifest you guys going to levels of Sirius A and position, location, Lyra. How is that possible? It's all through imagination, right? What do you think everything around here is created through? Energy. It's all forms of energy. That's all it is. Now, I think it's pretty fascinating. I just did this on live on TikTok, how you come into triangulation inference of locations of 3. All different lines of 3. Doesn't need to have 6 and 9 because the 6 and 9 is already in here. So you guys have to get out of that equation line center, especially with a rebellion, where you can change coloration locations, anything through fluctuation or flux capacitance location to its conditions. All through your pyramids are your triangle location to its condition. It's amazing how you travel through 3, 3, and 3, all through different colors, right? High rise brings it in the center, line saying locations into flux capacitor, right? You don't need to add the 6 and 9 because it's already here, all right? As long as you understand the position location of the sun and in position location, and then you can add frame positions, right, to a crop circle location. See? So next D1000 comes in, scans it, make sure you know what you're doing. Right? Scans it. Make sure you guys know what you're doing. All right, so line signals go right to the center position location. All right, so as it does that, it brings up the system into the information cycle. Rotation center brings it back up in the X3000, sets up position, and goes right in the center line, center in position, and disappears into its operation. See? It disappears in connections, and it travels into hardline center, back into the sun to new program line center, to the moon rotation system. Got its own connections. Showing you how powerful it is when you travel to position locations. Travel some time center location. All right. All through equation. Pretty well, eh? You don't just have to use the sound effects. You have to know why you're using the sound effects. So if I'm voicing something, what am I voicing it to? It has to be calculated and modified, and it has to come together. Separation. Trying to find the position. Try to find the balance. Galaxy line centers coming in, track interference. That's the connections right there. You got to tell them locations, right hand, everything, left hand line says location and connections. But I think it's fascinating when you can create these things through imagination to creation, all levels of travel, so time specific locations, anything through orbit, high-line interference, all through an X3000 location. So understand positions, why we have the X3000s. It's all through scanning. They scan to make sure you know what you're doing, right? They're there to help you. Not always informs. Remember that. All right. Okay, key for the tree. As I turn into color codes, bursted everywhere. Bingo, Jill. I thought it was awesome. Wow, the pyramid is being placed in our hearts. Okay, Jill, our little friends are dancing. Okay, great. I'm learning to hug. My heart is open. Yeah, that's what it is. The more you come in position, the more your heart opens up. Color orbs everywhere. Yeah. You just got an amazing thing that tracks an interference, knowing that you can travel through anything through 333 and create anything through its anomaly. But you think that's fascinating when it scans and then it disappears in the flux capacitor? All information comes position of light through the sun. All program line center position location is the moon of its program of its mode. Every single day, you guys get up. Doesn't matter. 24 sequence, 48, 72, 144 per second location of clocking line centers. You're always, 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 always traveling through the sun because it's a portal of light. It's a solar system. It's a power generator, highline connections. So you have to truly understand what the sun represents to you through a hologram structure, location of pixels, connection of levels of T reception, how to use the moon as a program, as Wi-Fi in position locations. How do you think you get the flux capacitor location to its connections? How do you use your chakra system to all travels, transmitting and receiving information? It's all done through equation. All right. So yeah, it is a lot of releasing too, especially when we travel to the connections of Babylon, right? Every planet gives you what you need, and it's all about getting into that position location of release, right? Understanding the flow, okay? The structure, then the flow. right? And then position locations. Yin and yang, right? I don't have to draw on a digital pad. I can draw anywhere, but I'm not drawing, I'm traveling. Let me say it again. I'm traveling. So everything I do with my fingers, I'm traveling. Okay. That's a true understanding what the avatar is. Yeah, it understands the sequencing interference location, the synchronous location of anything through number line system. But I think it's just fascinating when you travel through these all locations, right? Especially when you go into Sirius A and Lyra, right? All through a triangle. See? X2000. So new mapping systems, connections, downloads. Yeah. Excellent. So I'm going to take you guys out of track center and position locations. All right. Overrides and line center interference locations all levels. 001 line center locations of Lyra, high position locations. Rendezvous connections, all positions of the GFAs, the GFLs, and the rebellion, and track center, back near Earth rotation due to its connections. There you are. Now you're back. All right. So that was fun. Yeah, it's all about releasing, trusting you, all levels position. The hardest thing is to platitude your line center. Really understand what the heart is. When you're collecting data in your imagination, do you know what you're doing through calculation? All right. That's a true stand when you come into that modified system, right? All through simulation graph conditions, right? So everything that you do every day goes back to where? The base, the energized system, the reactor, hardline center rotation. This is the avatar. 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 Everything is you of the avatar of travel. So if you change the mind center and realize what you're doing through drawing is traveling. Okay? So powerful. All right. So I will see you in position of confirmation, all levels of private sector. Amber, communication that system. Make sure you guys close all your portals before you leave. Question or comments are asked afterwards. Okay. Adios.